But let's jump into the first thing, Lonzo. I would love your thoughts on this. Gunna, who is a gangster rapper that we've discussed several times on the show. Give everybody a brief rundown really quick if they don't remember. He was part of YSL, Young Thug's label / gang, according to federal agents. He was the one who got into heat about a year ago because, for lack of better words, he snitched. When asked if YSL was involved in illegal gang activity, Gunna said, yes, ma'am. The rap world shunned him. Gunna was a snitch. They even made up phrases like Gunna tell. Anyway, Gunna just sold out a big stadium in New York, an arena actually, and a sold out crowd. Meanwhile, popular rappers, Lonzo, like Lil Baby and Lil Durk, they're having problems selling tickets. So much so that they're canceling shows. So the quote snitch is selling out arenas, Lonzo, while the rappers who quote kept it real are having a hard time filling seats. And, you know, whether anyone likes it or not, Tekashi 6ix9ine hit 1 billion streams this year, and he's doing shows all over the world, mainly in South America and Europe and all that. But are we in a new era, Lonzo, where no one cares if you snitch or not?
Man, we in the area. Oh, it's a record that I heard. I was thinking about this record the other night. I was coming to the pad. It was an old record, and it said, everything bad is good, and everything good is bad. Okay, that was the hook. Everything good is bad, and everything bad is good. And I thought about that song. I said, I should redo that goddamn song and just do it from my perspective as an OG, because everything you thought was bad ain't as bad as it was. And, you know, it's amazing, man, how people have a short memory. You know, and again, you know, this man probably did what the 20,000 people that came to see him would have done in his situation. Okay. If he didn't kill nobody, if he didn't do any of those heinous crimes that they accused him of, and he was looking at the same time for being around folks as opposed to the people that was active in doing the crimes, dude, that's a hell of a decision to make. You know, at some point in time, you got to say, fuck the streets. I got to go home. I mean, again, I'm not telling nobody to turn states on your homie, but if you were not, you just got picked up in the suite because you were at the house visiting. Dude, I didn't.
Good looking OG Steve. Love you, man. Happy late birthday, bro.
Always. If you didn't do that, man, you just happened to be passing by the pad, dropping off something, all of a sudden, let's say you from the hood and you the Uber Eats driver, the pizza boy. You drop off a pizza, walk out the door, all of a sudden the feds is there. Now you know what's going on, but you ain't done nothing. I'm not saying he's that innocent, but self-preservation is a motherfucker. Going home to your people, okay, especially if the feds knew who did what when they picked everybody up. They picked him up for a reason. Not because he did something. They knew damn well he didn't do nothing, and he would cut a deal. He would help them get the evidence they needed to get the guy they wanted to get. And that's part of the game, folks. If you want to do 25, 30 years on some loyalty shit, that's cool. That's up to you. He chose not to. And the people, obviously 20,000 people in New York didn't give a damn that he did. Meanwhile, you got other folks that's playing hardcore. Now, when you playing hardcore in some situations, you may have turned your fans off to be in the presence of your ass because so much shit's around you. This is some things people don't think about. You can talk so much shit. You got so much shit going on. Do you really want people really want to be in that situation where they might get shot at one of your events? Think about this, man. Think about this. You know, when you create a whirlwind of confusion, always got some bullshit going on, you make people have second thoughts about attending your event because there's a good chance somebody gonna get shot, somebody gonna get killed, and if I ain't there, it won't be me. And that's a good philosophy to have. And I'm just keeping it 100.
That is so true, Lonzo. I went to a show a few years back at a venue, and it was mainly gangster rappers. And I'll tell you right now, Lonzo, I kept my girl nearby me. I looked at all the exits because I felt uneasy, man. There was Crips here, Bloods here, essays over here, no security, everybody smoking weed. I was just like, first of all, I'm never coming back to this event. And yeah, I go places now where I feel safe, dog. I'm 45 years old, man. I can't be getting shot.
Man,
like
look,
that.
I ain't got a backstage pass. I ain't going. If I ain't got a backstage pass, I ain't going. That's just Lonzo. That's just my personal preference. If I don't have a backstage pass, and one thing I know about backstage, security is backstage. Okay, the exit doors are backstage. If some shit jump off backstage, it's usually going to be a small amount of shit that you can avoid and get away from, as opposed to the melee that's going to take place out front, trying to get out of your aisle, away from the door, whatever the case may be. Nah, man, to the parking lot, dude. Nah. Worst case scenario, if you go backstage and you hang out backstage, I've already figured it out. Jump your ass under one of them goddamn big rigs. You'll be all right. Jump behind one of the big rigs, okay? Or be somewhere near the main artist. You'll be all right. You got to go outside, get behind one of them big rigs, one of them forklifts. Ain't nothing going through them forklifts. Them forklifts are solid as shit. Okay? Find out what the action is and be on the other side of it. Very simple process.
That's a great question. Stem Radio says, yeah, why is it we love hip hop, but yet going to hip hop shows, you always feel on edge? And that's some artists. I went to a Nas concert. I did not feel that way, but a lot of the artists I love, yes, they bring a certain following, and I just watch them on YouTube, man. Now
they cater to low vibe people, man. And low vibe people gonna do low vibe shit. Don't give a damn what you say. Low vibe gonna get you low vibe. Like what my boy say, you play stupid games, you're gonna win stupid prizes. Hey, that's the prize you get when you play and you cater to a certain clientele.
Facts, man. Yeah. Love where this is going already, Lonzo. I was listening to Legendary Connects this past Friday, and shout out to Legendary Connects. If anyone out there has not checked it out, it's Lonzo's show that he does with Dr. Dre from Yo MTV Raps on Fridays. They always drop some good gems. I was checking out a conversation you had, and you briefly mentioned something. I would love for you to go into it more. You mentioned you had an idea that you brought to the police, to the city, that I found was great, but they said they couldn't do it. Tell us about SNITCH, SNITCH.
Sharing necessary information to community households. SNITCH, it was a podcast that I was about to start. And I can't take credit for the acronym because me and Unknown went back and forth on that for a while. Okay. And it's something, man, that unfortunately, as derogatory, with the derogatory street association with that name, I got a lot of pushback on that. But I told them, man, if y'all can make nigga a word of endearment, you can make snitch work too, man.